Hi there, my name is Evan Team. My presentation is on the evolution of anime opening and ending music trends. This is my index and content, like my table of contents for my presentation. My introduction. Today we'll be focusing on music's presence in anime, specifically looking into OP and ED themes. OP for openings and ED for endings. We'll be looking into audience engagement for into these music aspects and these musical aspects as a storytelling tool, as well as their cultural impacts. My research question is, how have music trends in anime openings and endings evolved over time, and what are their stylistic and emotional impacts? To examine, these are my research objectives as well. Um, to examine how styles and genres in OP/ED music have evolved across different eras, exploring the relationship between music and storytelling and the connections to culture, as well as briefly discussing how OP/ED themes influence audience perception. To begin, I'll go over a historical timeline of anime music trends. And as picking representative series is quite subjective, I actually used a scholarly source to determine impactful series for each era. The first era and first anime that I will be looking over is Astro Boy in the 1960s. Um, and my second era is Space Cruiser Yamato, Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, and there are many influences from the 70s to the 80s. My third, Neon Genesis Evangelion, and my fourth being the modern era. So, beginning with Astro Boy. Astro Boy was set in the 1960s in post World War II Japan. In a publication by UCSD, Osamu Tezuka himself named the boy Robot, who is referred to as Astro Boy in English, after the atomic bomb by calling him Tetsuwan Otamu in the original Japanese version. The impact of Astro Boy was largely on the younger population, inspiring creativity and inspiring countless rising youths to persevere in many of the fields that Japan excels in today. Examples being automation and technology manufacturing, etc. And the song genre of Astro Boy's opening is patriotic seeming. It's hopeful and uplifting, and its visuals depict an inspiring new horizon for Japan. Onwards to the second period, which is the 70s and 80s, with Space Cruiser Yamato and the Nausicaa of the Valley of Wind. The impact, both series featured underlying themes within Japanese culture that had largely been suppressed/repressed from the culture expressing. In the song's genres of each, the two do differ. Space Cruiser Yamato being dramatic in tone, and Nausicaa of the Wind being more serene in tone, possibly serene in the fact that Japanese culture must embrace itself for its own beauty. And onto my next two periods with the 90s for Evangelion and Princess Mononoke. The impact of both was large. Evangelion being for the fact that it defined the anime industry, showing many themes to come in future series, and Mononoke for demonstrating the impact that anime can have on a large scale. Princess Mononoke had a large impact on environmental efforts and policy making and discussion. Song/genre, they're actually similar to past works. Space Cruiser Yamato is similar to Neon Genesis Evangelion in their dramatic theme, and Princess Mononoke is similar to Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind in its sereneness and beauty. And onto my final era, which is the modern era, which the impact is largely new series. It's a new series, but they are featuring darker themes. A series like Attack on Titan and Full Metal Alchemist, which I also received from a scholarly source to use as defining period pieces. Their genres are also dramatic, similar to Evangelion and Space Cruiser Yamato, but they seem to lift you up and really immerse you in the show. And onto my societal perception of anime music. The effect on audience perception from music in anime has over time remained constant in certain aspects, these being helping draw out repressed aspects of society, inspiring creativity, and bringing people together. And these are all areas that people can relate to, no matter whether they are anime consumers or non-anime consumers. And on to emotional perception. This is more notable because of the change in emotional perception from music and anime over time. This is the point of my presentation. The feelings evoked by the anime being used to draw the audience in, to be deeper immersed in the media. These feelings can be uplifting or positive, but also at times cause reflection to oneself or even evoke somber feeling. And this is my conclusion. Music is often something that can be emotionally used to connect with people. And through this project, you have now reached a deeper understanding of the progression of music in anime specifically, as well as the impact that anime can have on individuals, but even on society as a whole. I've attached an playlist that include music from anime that I believe evoke the impactful feelings that I have discussed in my presentation today. I do hope that you can listen and through listening grow more connected to anime and manga culture. The links will be included in my handout, so they'll be clickable there. And then this is my bibliography. Continued. Thank you.